is where we slept here, right across the street from a senior's home, behind a shopping plaza, beside a warehouse. I don't even know if it's an active warehouse. There's a lot of new construction going on around this neighborhood. Yeah, slept really great here. Traffic was a little busier earlier, but once it hit around 10 p.m., it started to quieten up. And I don't know, I got a good night's sleep. Hey, CRUZ. I gotta go. He's gotta go do his number. And it's my job to, yeah.
To think the world of you, but somewhere down the line we changed and we grew and we fell out of touch as time goes by. Still I'm holding on to you. I know that it's time for me to let you go. I know that it's time for us to.
We're getting solar power from outside. Let's check the state of our solar. Battery's good, and the flashing light means we're in float charge, so all my battery systems are full. So let's take use of all this excess power and charge up my Jackery battery because it's 0%. So I got it plugged into my Renogy inverter, and all you do is hit that switch, boom. There you go. It's nice out, isn't it? All right, Jackery 500's at 77% power. So we're gonna charge this one up by the Jackery solar panel. It's not a fully sunny sky today. It's a bit like hazy and overcast up there, but should be enough to throw a little bit more of a charge on this one too. On the solar panel, it's pretty cool. See that light on there? That's showing me that the solar is actually working, and you can actually plug devices right into the solar panel without having to put it into the battery, which is kind of sweet. But we need to charge our battery. Let's do that. All right, see what we're getting here. Tick-tock, baby. 39 watts, 40 watts. Awesome, I'll take that. Hey, look at us. We are fully equipped. Solar on the top, solar on the ground. How about a heart? CRUZ, you want a heart? Yeah, that's what I thought. Being at this little spot brings back a bit of a memory of our sweet little boy Disco. Me and him came here one day, and I remember that day and that video like it was yesterday. But such good memories of just him running around and just the noises and the sounds that he used to make, because he was a very loud bulldog. CRUZ is starting to get those little bulldog noises now that he's getting a little older. But that other fat dog of mine, he sounded like a pig. He was so fun to be around. But yeah, man, good memory, good memory. Then there's this guy. Hey, CRUZy, you liking this weather? Are you liking this weather? Sun's getting clouded over a little bit, but check it out. 100%. Yeah. The cool part about this though was all day long today, this thing was pulling in 44 watts, which is more wattage that's being inputted from my plug inside the vehicle, meaning that it was charging faster using the solar panel. I've had a weird amount of emails in the last couple of days, people asking me about how I'm getting my driving shots on my channel. And I know I don't show you guys the behind the scenes stuff as much as I should, but because this channel is pretty fast paced, like it's filming, editing, uploading, filming, editing, uploading on a daily basis. It goes by so fast that I've got it down into a rhythm that sometimes it's hard to slow down and show you guys some of the behind the scenes of this channel. So let me go show you guys some of the cool little things that I've come up with for gathering my driving shots and keeping things safe on this channel. Let me go show you. Okay, because safety is always a concern. You don't want to be rolling around with your freaking phone in your hand. So I've come up with a few little creative ways. Some of the things that I've tried, they haven't worked out. It's all just been like trial and error. So I have a GoPro mount here, another one there, another one mounted right here. I also have my little big bendy one here, and it's just clamped in behind here. So if I need it over here, I can move it if I want to. I don't use this one as much as I would like because I have had it here, and I'll curve it down to get a shot there. It does work, but yeah, it's pretty straightforward and simple, and the GoPro just literally slides right in there. And if I want to move it to another mount, I pinch the back, pull it off, and slide it into another one. All right, so let me show you the main one first before we get into all those other ones. Where'd it go here? All right, this is my GoPro Hero 8. I bought this one when it very first came out. Before that, I had the Hero 7, and I didn't really like it as much as this one. This one kind of changed the game when it came to me getting good, steady driving shots that looked like my cell phone image. Because GoPros normally have a very wide, curved view, and I'm not a big fan of it. But here you can actually switch this to it's called linear mode, which narrows the shot and makes it more look like a cell phone shot. And then you can go even narrower than that in narrow mode, which comes in really handy because if you go too wide, it starts to pick up things that you don't want to see, like the pillar here and other things like that. So by putting it in narrow mode, it allows you just to get what's in front of the camera, and that's it. But check this out. So I got a whole bunch of these things. I wreck them all the time. I order them from Amazon. They're like, literally, guys, they're pennies cheap. You strap it on the wrist, and I find with this thing, go as tight as you can. Tight to the point that bending your wrist too much is hard. There you go. My GoPro Hero 8 on a wrist mount. It rotates any direction I want, allowing me just to get the shots that I want. And I don't look at the screen on the back because after the GoPro runs for like a minute anyway, the screen shuts off. So I don't need to frame my shot. I already know if I point it in that direction, it's going to film that direction. And I've gotten this to a science to know what kind of shots it's already getting by just pointing it. I already know what the shot's going to look like. And there's a lot of footage that I get from this thing, a lot. And a lot of times I just scrap a lot of it because there'll be days of this, I'll be moving it around, forgetting it's even on. But I'll figure out the shots when I edit. So some of the shots I might have to zoom in on it just because it's getting too much weird stuff around the edges. But I'll make use of what I get out of it. So here's how I'm using it. So a majority of my shots you see are holding on to this right here. This is my shifter. So when the shifter's up, I'll grab my hand onto it, point this up over the dash, and we're good to go. So we're gonna grab it up here for now. Normally it's down here when I'm driving. But up here, I'll point it forward and I'll just go. Simple as that. It's easy, it's safe. I don't think about it. I don't have to look at it. There's no screen on while it's in use. And I go. And then if I wanna shift it, point it at me, that's it. If I want to get a shot of my hand out the side window, that's it. Want to point it at CRUZ, go down, rub it on my leg, boom, shot at CRUZ. I didn't even touch the camera. I didn't even look at the camera. I've gotten so good at making this thing move around that it's just like, once you play with a tool enough, you start to learn how to use it properly. You know what I mean? Without even thinking about how you want the shot done. So there's the shot at me, like that easy. Like literally, I just rubbed it on my side, right? So everybody, I think, on their own YouTube channels will find their own creative way to get shots. And I know sometimes you guys will see moving shots of the camera going across me this way. It's simple. I'm just driving and enjoying my drive with one arm in the steering wheel like 90% of people drive, and I'm just moving my hand across, boom, getting that shot, right? Or if I'm out and about and I want to get a shot pointing the other way, I just simply just grab it and put it this way as I drive. That's it, you know? And I'm not gathering a lot of shots while I drive. Sometimes they're like 4 or 5 shots, and I'm done. That's it. And I might drive to my next destination with this just being on my wrist because it's just there. But it comes off super easy. You pull it and bang, it's off, and off I go. So yeah, so the wrist strap is 100% key to everything that I'm doing here on Vancity Vanlife. And I know some people said there's other YouTube channels that are very concerned for their safety, but this is how I'm getting a lot of my shots. Here's another way. So we're gonna unscrew this from the wrist strap. I like to keep the wrist strap, usually when it's not mounted here, just hanging on here because I don't want to lose it. I've lost enough of them. I've stepped on way too many of them. So this little one here, mount it on my dash, put the screw through it. So the great thing about this one is now I can move it. It just stays there. So if I want to move a shot, I just move a shot. I want to go get CRUZ in a shot, I just move a shot. That's it. Don't even have to think about it. Just bang. 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 A point at me. Done deal. Right? And it just works out. And this thing's actually pretty stable. This one, usually if you ever see me around somewhere, this mount's usually just sitting right up in the front of my van, like up there. That's where I keep it. Yeah, guys. Hopefully that answered your guys' question. And of course, we always try to keep things safe. We don't want to be driving around with our cell phone in our hands all the time. Remember, I YouTube for a living and I live in my van for a living. So the last thing I want to do is to lose my license because I'm driving with my cell phone in my hand. Because if I lose my license, how am I supposed to drive my home? Right? Then there's this guy. He's going to fly a drone. There's an airport right here. Like literally, this is a fly zone. Airplanes drive over here all day long. There's an airport like 5 minutes down the road. And this guy, Mr. Smarty Pants, wants to try to fly a drone in a no-fly zone. There he goes. Mr. Smarty Pants flying a drone. CRUZ is going down there to tell him who's boss. You tell him, CRUZ. You tell him, buddy. Yeah, you tell him. You tell him, go get a drone license, buddy. If you had your drone license like you're supposed to in Canada, you wouldn't be breaking the law right now. Ah, my good boy over there. Oh, some people are just silly. Anyway, you guys, thanks for watching today. Please hit that subscribe button and say hello to everybody in the comments. And if you love what we do, Patreon or YouTube memberships by clicking the join button down below is the place to be. All right, you guys, see you soon. We all know I'm a big fan of these little orange batteries. If you guys are interested in any of the products you've seen in today's video, the links are in the description, including brand new promo codes for this month. All right, you guys, we're done talking. Peace out.